Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a juicy predictions video for what you can expect in 2026. We're going to get into real juicy details where we find out what you can expect in every month. But before we get into this detailed video, I wanted to tell all of you that 2026 tarot readings are now live on my channel. So if you want to book a personal reading where you want to know what you can expect specifically for you in the year 2026, and I'm sharing the link in the description box where you can go to my website and book yourself a personal tarot reading from me. Okay, and now let's get into the video. Hello, my loves. Welcome to your 2026 yearly predictions. Today's reading is a juicy pick a card reading where we are going to get into the details of what you can expect every month of the coming year. So, first, we are going to see what is the overall theme that you can expect when it comes to the coming year. Then we are going to get more information for specific areas of career and money and love and relationship. And then we are going to get into the details of what you can expect every month, of the kind of energy you can expect, of the kind of challenges, opportunities, and the things to look out for every month. And then we are going to see any advice from your spirit guides on how to navigate this year in a way that you can manifest your highest timeline in the year 2026. So if you're ready to dive into this juicy pick a card reading, then I need you to pick one of these four piles that I have prepared for you. This is pile 1 with this beautiful crystal of fluorite. This is pile 2 with agate. Pile 3 with amethyst. And pile 4 with moonstone. So you just need to use your intuition and pick one of these four piles. You can be attracted to the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can be attracted maybe to the color or a shape of a particular crystal or the characteristics of a crystal. As I always say, don't over intellectualize the process. We all have an intuition. You just need to calm yourself, take a deep breath, or 3 if you need, and then ask your spirit guides which of these piles has the most relevant guidance for me in the coming year of 2026. And then see which of these four piles do you feel the most drawn towards. Once you have made your selection, you can go to the description box where I have put the timestamps for each of these piles. As usual, if you need more time, you can pause the video here to make your selection, and I am going to get started with your reading. See you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your 2026 predictions. So first, in order to get the overall theme, we are going to pull out 3 major arcanas. We have the Lovers, beautiful. Judgment. And the Fool. So, pile 1, I see 2026 is going to bring a really beautiful new beginning for you that is almost aligned with your highest timeline. We also have the card of one next step. Tap into your sacral power. That's exactly the kind of feeling I'm having. there is this aligned path that's almost opening up for you, and it's quite divine, especially with the presence of the Judgment card. It makes me feel as if it's going to be this divinely aligned path. Get more information on what this next step can be. We have Saturn in Cancer in 10th house. Beautiful. So, definitely, with 10th house, I feel as if this is something that is going to lead to an increase in your reputation in the world. With Saturn in 10th, it does make me feel as if it's going to be something that is connected to your career. The sign of Cancer is the sign of emotional nurturing. It is the sign that makes us feel at home. It makes us feel the motherly love. And also with the presence of lovers, I feel as if there is this career specifically that you have been wanting to start for a very long time. It's almost like it's a soul calling for you. It's something that you feel an unexplained call towards. And I see that in the year 2026, you are going to be taking practical material steps to start manifesting it in your reality. And especially with Saturn in 10th house, this placement can make you work a lot because Saturn is the planet of routine, of hard work, of discipline. But when you are able to imbibe those qualities in you, then Saturn is also the planet that can give you the maximum success. It can give you a really high position in society, a really good status. It can give you a very good authority place. So I feel definitely that if you keep on working towards this project that you feel such a soul calling toward, that's your passion project almost, then you will definitely start to see your desired reality manifest. Whatever your hopes, your plans are for this project, even if it seems too big for you to manifest right now, I see that if you keep on taking steps in this project, then you will be able to manifest this dream of yours, this when it comes to this dream project into reality. There's another message that is coming, which may be applicable to some of you. If there is a particular relationship that you have been feeling a calling toward, or if you've been looking to manifest a long term partner, then that is also happening for you. This person that you're attracting can have a really high position in the society. Maybe they are like at a CEO level or they run their own company. But this person seems to be someone who is very grounded in reality, but at the same time, they are able to manage their material world. Like they have a hold on their emotions instead of someone who just, is all over the place with their emotions. Is someone who has a very calm, grounded approach, a very calm, grounded energy, but at the same time, he's very ambitious. He has a very high role in the society, he has a leadership position, but it's not someone who is just, going blind with motivation or just running blind with ego or just taking steps. Taking actions just out of ego. It doesn't look like that. It's someone who is very soul driven, very purpose driven, who's grounded, who knows how to balance the personal and the professional life, who has some sort of a grip on their emotions. Now, let's see what we can expect specifically for your career. What is going to be the overall theme when it comes to your career? We have the Page of Cups in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. And we have a leg up. It's very weird because right before I was about to pull this card, I was having a vision of this card. I just had a feeling that this is the card that's going to come up. You know what I'm feeling? The feeling that I have for this group is that there is some sort of a success that you have been trying to manifest specifically in your career, but it can be in your love relationship as well, right? If you see these cards, Six of Wands, right? This is some sort of success that you have been wanting, fame, probably, some authority figure, some reputation in the society that I felt with the 10th house as well. This is something that you have been trying to manifest, but it came in the reverse. And I feel you have not been able to do that until now. But with this leg up, you are getting the help that you need, specifically with the arrival of some authority figure in your life. It can come in the form of a mentor or in the form of a love relationship. And the same thing could be applicable even when it comes to this long term partner that you have been looking to manifest, because both of these cards came in reverse. I feel if there is this particular career that you're trying to manifest, this particular relationship that you've been trying to manifest, or maybe both, then you're getting the help this year. Maybe you are looking to start. Actually, from this group, I don't really get a feeling as if you'll be doing some course. That's not the kind of feeling. I'm feeling as if there is going to be the presence of some authority figure, which I also felt with Saturn in 10th house. There's going to be some authority figure who's going to appear. Maybe it's going to be this authority figure that you end up having a relationship with, which can be a message for a selected few of you. But mostly I feel as if there is someone who is now going to start appearing into your life, which will be very helpful for you to start manifesting this dream project that you have been trying to manifest for a very long time. Let's see what we can expect specifically when it comes to your love and relationships. Wow, we have the lovers again. Three of Cups in reverse and the lovers. Blessed. Beautiful. Definitely, pile one. If there is a particular relationship that you feel is your divinely blessed relationship, or if you've been looking to attract like your soulmate long term partnership, then I really see that manifesting for you in this coming year, and it's going to be really blessed for you. I do feel in this particular pile that there's going to be some sort of a connection between this person coming into your life and you manifesting all of these dreams of you. I really get that feeling in this pile. Like this person comes into your life, and that's when opens the doors for you to manifest your career dreams, your personal dreams, and it just brings you at an elevated state in the society as well. So if there is someone who that you're in a relationship with who isn't such an authority figure, then that can be a confirmation for you. But definitely I feel you're attracting someone who's going to bring you such a blessed, divinely guided feeling. So now let's see what you can expect in each of the months of this year. We're going to pull one card that defines the energy for each month of the year. As usual, if you get a tough card for a particular month, then don't get scared. As we say with tarot, you're always in charge. This is just your current energy. If you don't like what you hear, you can always change your energy. So, if you don't like any particular card for a month, don't get disheartened. This is gently a divine redirection. So, for January, we have the Two of Swords in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. For February, we have the Three of Swords. For March, the Emperor. Beautiful. It looks like you'll go through something tough in February, and then that's bringing you your power in the month of March. For April, we have Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Star in reverse. Let's go to May. Eight of Cups. For June, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. Seven of Cups. King of Wands, beautiful. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Strength in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Beautiful. So, pile one, the kind of feeling I'm having is the month of January and February. They feel to be a little bit full of information, something that is going to come to light that may cause you some amount of pain. Maybe it's about things that you need to change in this dream career of yours. If you're asking about a relationship, you may find some things that were not working out in your current situation. And the presence of the high priestess in reverse makes me feel as if this was something that was known to you, but you were just turning a blind eye to that because you just did not want that to be your reality, you know. And I feel as if in the month of February, it will become almost inevitable for you to deal with this information. As heartbreaking as it might be, you're realizing this is the ground reality. Whether that's your career, whether that's your relationships, you're realizing this is where the things at. I cannot keep on going in a delusional way anymore. This is the reality of the situation. And that somehow brings you into this beautiful, powerful position. It's almost bringing like this acceptance to you, and it's releasing a lot of energy. Maybe you were obsessing over a particular way in which you wanted your life to pan out for you, and you were just going after it, which was giving you a lot of stress. You just wanted that to work out. And I feel as if finally in February, you are just taking that hit, that pain, you're finding that acceptance, and you're releasing any energy related to that particular path. That's when you come into your personal power. You are realizing this is how I want my life to pan out. This is the ground reality. Whether that's a relationship, you're deciding maybe this person is not for me, and I am tired of trying to make a situation work, which I actually know cannot work out. Or maybe there's a particular career that you know needs some redirection, but you're just delusionally wanting it to work in a certain way. You're coming to a particular realization that you know what, it's not going to work out. There's a particular message, very specific message that I'm hearing. Maybe you have been trying to manage two career at the same time. It probably applies to a few of you, but if you've been trying to manage two things at a time, this is when you're coming to a realization that you'll have to make a choice. You come into your personal power and you make that choice. I see that in the month of April, May, June, and July, you will be taking a lot of decisions where you are letting go of your previous life. Maybe this is what you were scared of, that there's not going to be a new life. But the minute you're able to let go of all that was keeping you stuck, that's when a beautiful new life opens up for you. That's where all the energy that was keeping you stuck, that was giving you a lot of mental tension and stress, you will see it going away. You're ready to let go. I think in the month of August is when you will start to see new opportunities open for you. I do see this figure that we were thinking. Expect that person to come into your life around September. Maybe you will start meeting them. I really feel as if it's going to be almost like a sudden thing because it's the Wands energy, and Wands is the fastest moving suit. So I feel as if this person can also come into your life through social media. But this seems almost very sudden energy. Like, you come into this beautiful energy when you're open to new experiences, and that's when this new person enters your life. This Ten of Pentacles and Strength in reverse and Hermit in reverse, it makes me feel as if it's going to completely change the trajectory of your life and also the way you were living. It's going to change the people that you used to hang out with. As I was saying, it's going to change the status that you already had in the society. And these things that probably needed you to have a lot of strength, maybe you were dealing with things alone, but now with the presence of this person, you don't need that much strength to deal with life. I also see that in the month of December, you could probably be, going out more, maybe on trips. And if you were existing in this shell, because, in the middle months, I feel as if you'll be working more on releasing all that doesn't serve you. But in the month of December, I see now you start stepping out more, having more fun, and life becomes more easy breezy. Definitely this month of September is going to be something that brings that really changes the trajectory of your life. But I feel as if each of this month is important, because in order to be able to appreciate these later months, you need to go through this journey. You need to go through this journey. You need to be able to accept what doesn't serve you, let it go, come into your power, be open to new ways of being, even if it comes to your career or your relationship. And that's when you'll be able to manifest this beautiful last quarter of the year. So, Paivan, now let's see any advice from your spirit guides so that you can manifest your highest timeline in the coming year 2026. We have it's okay to say no. Exactly. That is going to be the theme for you, Palwan. You need to start saying no to what doesn't serve you, what doesn't align with your highest timeline anymore. You're coming to that realization in this year. And we also have it's okay to do that thing you have been wanting to do. Exactly. That's where we felt with the sacral power, right? This thing that feels so divinely aligned to you, whether that's your career, whether that's your relationship, go after it. Don't think about, maybe these things that you have to let go are the limiting beliefs of what you think people are going to say. Whatever it is, it's time to let it go, let it flow. And we have the card, Dare to Dream. Exactly. This is the year for you to dream, to take proper actions into manifesting those dreams into reality, and you are divinely guided to get all of them. I hope this was helpful, Paiwan. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you want more such videos, then definitely consider subscribing to my membership, where I share more such unique videos. See you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Parto. Welcome to your 2026 predictions. So first, in order to find out the overall theme of the year, we're going to pull three major arcana cards. We have the Fool, Hierophant, the Tower. Interesting. Interesting that pile one also got the Fool, and it had a little bit similar energy. So if you felt drawn to pile one, definitely consider checking it out. The magic of nothingness. Trust the call. Beautiful. So, pile two, I don't even feel as if you're starting something material. To me, it seems as if you're going on this new spiritual journey. It seems more of an internal journey than an external one. But it may eventually lead to external changes. So, I feel as if this is the year where you will start feeling as if you are entering your spiritual awakening, or you're entering into almost like a spiritual metamorphosis. That's the kind of feeling I'm having. You're embarking on this new spiritual journey, and where everything that made once sense to you, it just doesn't feel sense to you. So because of this internal journey, you may be later on inspired to make external changes as well. But I think that's not the aim. The aim for you is this spiritual journey again and again. I'm feeling that this is spiritual purpose and peace that you have been looking for, and it's just calling to you. It's almost as if the external doesn't make sense to you anymore. Interesting. Let's roll the astro dice to get more information on this. We have Uranus in the 10th house in the sign of Sagittarius. These can be some placements which are your placements, and so that can be a confirmation for you. Either way, Uranus is the planet that symbolizes challenging the status quo. It's something that shows radical transformation and almost immediate. Whenever Uranus transits a particular house, you'll see you'll start to shift almost immediately, right? As opposed to Saturn, where you'll see changes happening over a certain period of time, over that period of transit. And, 10th house is the house that shows our place in the society. How do we associate with our authority figures and our position in the society? Sagittarius is the sign of spirituality, of higher learning. It's naturally ruled by Jupiter, and that's the kind of feeling I'm having. There is this internal call that will start to make sense to you in the coming year. You'll feel this nudge to bring about a change. Maybe it is to make a change in the world. Maybe there is a particular way you feel that, this is the change that needs to be brought about in the world. And even if it doesn't make sense to anyone, this is something that I need to do. Even if that doesn't give me money, even if that doesn't give me any reputation, that is the kind of feeling you're going on this path that makes sense to you. And often, this is like the path of a visionary, like you'll see these visionaries who are just called by a vision which doesn't make sense to anyone in the moment, but when they're actually able to materialize it, they are able to come up with something that just changes the world forever. That's the visionary kind of energy I'm having, and it's not for money. It's just something that you have a calling that this needs to be done. This needs to change. This is something that I need to do, and it doesn't matter to you whether that gives you money, whether that gives you fame, whether that leads to a complete disruption of your life that you have built till now. That just doesn't seem to care for you. That's the kind of feeling I'm having for you. So let's see what we can expect specifically in the field of career in the year 2026. We have Ace of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands. Beautiful. I definitely see there is this new journey that you are embarking on. That's the kind of feeling I'm having again and again. And it almost maybe doesn't even make sense to you because, swords is a very intellectual energy. So if you think about this thing practically, it may not make sense to you, but you don't care about it. There is this inner call that you're feeling, and you don't care if it practically makes sense or not. You know that's the thing that you need to do right now. Observer. You're looking at world from a very detached point of view, or from a very different point of view rather. You're able to notice things that you were not able to notice earlier. There is a different point of view. There's almost like an internal shift, like they say, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the kind of thing. You're realizing things about your environment, about the world, about the work that you're doing, and it just completely shifts your perspective. It's like almost like a spiritual awakening or a kundalini awakening sort of an energy. I don't think as if you're doing any particular thing to even achieve it. It's almost striking you. Maybe you're going through a particular placement, a very important transit in your birth chart. We do know that in 2026, there's this particular Saturn and Neptune conjunction that's happening in 2026, and maybe it's striking like an important house of your birth chart. But I definitely see there is some important realization that you're coming into in the year 2026. Let's see what you can expect specifically for your love and relationships in the coming year. That's the kind of feeling I'm having. The Hermit. It's almost as if you don't care much about love and relationships right now. And the World in reverse. We have come to the edge and mending. You're not really looking for romantic relationships in the coming year. It's almost as if you want to work on this inner calling right now. You're also making, I feel, peace with any people that you probably had some arguments with or some tiff with in the past. It's almost as if your whole entire life is changing. You're seeing those situations from a different point of view, and the past arguments or the small battles, they almost don't mean anything to you. It's almost as if your world has been shifted upside down. This inner calling is the thing that means to you. If there was an ego centered arguments that used to happen, they just don't mean anything to you anymore. And that's why you're mending those relationships, and it's like you're completely transforming your life for the good because of this inner calling that you're feeling. There's a very particular message that may apply to a very select few of you. But if this is the year, if you've been looking to explore spirituality or even monkhood, that's what something I am hearing again and again. Maybe going on spiritual retreats just for a few months, anything that you're feeling called towards, this will be a very good year for you to start exploring that, and it may actually lead to a very fulfilling life for you as well. Okay, so now let's see what you can expect in each of the months of the year. What is going to be the energy in each month? As I have told in the previous pile as well, do not worry if you get a tough card in any particular month. Your life is not governed by tarot. You can always change the energy. And also, what I have seen is that even if a tough card comes, it generally just means a divine redirection towards your highest timeline. It may feel uncomfortable in the moment, but it always redirects you to your highest timeline. In January, we have the world in reverse. So you're starting off strong. It's almost like immediately you have this realization. When you're entering the world, you're almost already coming into the realization that there is something that needs to change in your world. We have the Seven of Pentacles for February. Four of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles. I think this one. Five of Wands in reverse in May. This is the kind of energy I was talking about, where you're finally letting go of any small arguments or keeping you stuck. Okay. For the month of June, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful. Ace of Swords for July in reverse. I think this one. The Magician in reverse for August. King of Wands for September. Interesting that exactly for September, pile 1 also has King of Wands. Okay, for October, we have the Six of Wands. Beautiful. Then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And December, the Moon. I see is that, already with January, it is something that needs to shift in your world. You're already coming in this realization. Maybe you're already started to have that. Seven of Pentacles makes you feel you're working tirelessly towards making these changes, if there was some sort of abandonment wound that you were feeling, or if you were feeling lonely, you're letting go of those kind of feelings. This Three of Pentacles upright and Five of Wands in reverse, it makes me feel that in the month of April and May, it's almost you're letting go of any tiny arguments you had, and you're starting to feel the support of the people around you, starting to see the good in people, which is attracting even more support towards you. And if you see, in the month of June, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who takes very calculated steps towards achieving their dreams, towards manifesting their dreams into reality. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but this is someone who is grounded in reality. They don't take impulsive actions. They first evaluate, they understand the situation from every point of view, and then they make the exact move that is needed to maybe say solve five things at a time. Ace of Swords and Magician in reverse, it does make me feel as if this month of July and August you'll be making more effort. It will, things may take some time, things may take some repetition, or maybe you are realizing what extra is needed to be done. And then in month of September is when things start looking so beautiful. If you see September and October, Six of Wands, finally getting this victory that you have been working towards. It's not that I think you've been working towards. It's almost that you are able to accomplish this particular goal that you were trying to accomplish, and then now people are noticing this beautiful dream that you have actually been creating. And I do feel with Four of Pentacles in reverse, even though you didn't start on this journey to make more money, like that wasn't the main goal, but this will actually give you more money, like more sense of security. Maybe that happens because now you have a really good support system. But I definitely feel as if there was any sense of insecurity you felt, that maybe this will work or not, or maybe is it going to be sustainable or not, you will start to see that completely go away by the month of November. For December, I do feel like this is the month where I think as if you're going to start looking at the emotional side of things, where you start evaluating at how this journey unfolded for you and how everything has changed. It seems as if you're coming into contact with your emotional side, and you feel so much at peace with the beautiful life that you have created. Now let's see what are the messages from your spirit guides to help you navigate 2026 in a way that you can align with your highest timeline. We have allow yourself to connect with what you are passionate about. Exactly, let go of the fears. It's okay to have a voice and speak your truth. And we have listen to the still small voice within. This is the year pile two for you, where you are ready to let go of any fear. You're coming into the realization that your inner voice is so powerful and you have to start following it. So I hope this was helpful. If you like these readings, definitely consider subscribing to my channel and join my membership, where I share more such exclusive videos. Have a beautiful 2026 and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, bye, please. Welcome to your 2026 predictions. First, we're going to find out what is the overall theme of what you can expect 2026. Ooh, we have the card of death. Do not get scared by the card. We have Wheel of Fortune and the Word. Oh my God, this is the year of complete transformation for you. Pile 3, definitely this year is going to be one of the most significant years for you. There's going to be like a life before 2026 for you and a life after. Like, the changes that are going to be happening in this year are almost going to be groundbreaking for you. Move through your fear and gift yourself. In the year 2026, You are finally realizing that fear is the mind killer. You're realizing that whatever you have been fearing has been keeping you stuck in a box, and now you're finally breaking free from anything that was keeping you small. You are ready to manifest your almost like destiny now. You're coming into the realization that you control your world, you control it's almost maybe you are getting attracted towards more knowledge of quantum physics, also these crystals that are there on this card. It really makes me feel as if you're getting attracted more to the whole concept of law of manifestation, law of assumption, the quantum physics. You are realizing that you are in charge of your destiny. You don't have to stay stuck, you don't have to stay fearful, you don't have to play it small anymore. You're letting go of that past self of you, and you're coming into this beautiful energy where almost as if you are masterminding your life. That's the kind of energy I'm having. Let's roll the astro dice to get more information on this. We have Pluto in 10th house in Capricorn. Oh my god. This is such a powerful placement. Pluto and the Death card, they're very similar energy. Pluto is the planet of complete rebirth. Whenever Pluto transits a particular major house for you, you will see that any subconscious patterns that you had connected to that house, they will just wither away. And a lot of people are scared of Saturn, but those are the ones who don't really understand Pluto, right? So this is going to be a complete transformation, especially the 10th house. Interesting that both of the previous piles also got 10th houses. The 10th house is the house of your status in the society and your authority, your connection with your authority figures. It's also like the attainment of your material desires. Capricorn is also the house of material desires. It's like the house where we manifest our dreams and desires into reality, and it's the natural 10th house as well. I definitely see that with these placements. These may be your placements in birth chart or in any particular of these placements, and then that can be a confirmation for you as well. But either way, in 2026, like however people perceived you, that's going to completely transform. It's almost as if you are stepping into a new identity for yourself. It's almost as if you will be unrecognizable in 2026. The people who knew you before 2026 are gonna be like, who is this? We don't know this person. Like, what happened? And this is you realizing that you are in control of your destiny, because Pluto, it shows power. Wherever Pluto is transiting, that's the area where you now start wanting to have more power. And although this is in 10th house, I really feel as if you are now forcing, or you're not now wanting power in your life, and not even wanting, you're realizing that you have power in your life. You don't have to be governed by these fears anymore. You can change the course of your life. You can change this wheel of fortune in your favor. You don't have to wait for anyone. You don't have to come and wait for the world to act in your favor, or the government to change, or your partner to change, or your authority figures to finally see your worth. None of that. You are gifting yourself that life. You are gifting yourself that validation, because you're realizing nobody else but you are in charge of your life. So powerful. Let's see what you can expect specifically in the area of career and money. We have the Judgment. Okay, two cards came. We have the Six of Wands and the Page of Cups upright. Beautiful pile three. Definitely, I'm telling you, this is the year where you're coming into realization that your own cup matters. You realizing that what you feel, how you're feeling, how your internal world is, that is what is the thing that dictates your life. It's not how much validation the outside world is giving you. It matters where you stand when it comes to your own self-worth, where it comes to your self-identity. You're realizing this is almost like a divine realization that you're stepping into, that the outside doesn't matter. And when you put yourself on that pedestal, that's when the world starts to put you on a pedestal. Serendipity. Beautiful. This is almost like divinely guided for you. This is happening. Maybe there is going to be like a really powerful transit in your chart. Pluto is also in Aquarius. Maybe it will be a good idea for you to check where Aquarius is in your chart, which house Aquarius is in your chart, and then look more in details on the themes related to that house, because that's where Pluto is transiting right now for you. But definitely, this is an year of extreme fame and success for you. In love and relationships, we have the Chariot and the King of Wands. Beautiful. It's almost as if you're not scared. Maybe, earlier you used to be scared of going after the person that you liked. Maybe you felt as if you were not worthy, or you were not attractive enough, or you were not. I'm hearing the word worthy again and again. So whatever that means in your case, you just felt as if you were not worthy of being with anyone that you felt attractive. But it's almost you're not scared anymore. Imagine. Definitely, you are ready to imagine this beautiful life for yourself. You like someone, you have the confidence to go after them. You're not scared of taking action towards them. And that actually is giving you a very vibrant feel. It's almost elevating your energy. A lot of times we keep ourselves from experiencing our best life just because we don't have the confidence to go after the things that we want. And that's energy. You are going after the things you want, whether that's in relationships, whether that's in creativity, whether that's in following your hobbies or skills. And that's giving you this beautiful, charming energy that, everyone wants to mingle with, that everyone wants a piece of. Okay, let's see now what you can expect in every month. Let's see how your energy is going to be in each of the month. If you get a tough card in any month, don't get scared. You have free will, and generally these tough cards just show redirection for your highest timeline, even if they feel uncomfortable in the moment. So with January, we have Page of Swords, King of Pentacles in reverse for February. For March, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Don't worry, sometimes the reverse cards are actually better. Nine of Wands for April. Okay. We have the Tower in reverse for May and the King of Swords upright for June. For July, we have the Devil in reverse, and for August, we have the Four and Wands in reverse. It is so interesting. For each of the previous files, we got for the month of September, King of Wands. Definitely, September is the month to look out for anyone who's listening to this reading. Okay, for October, we have the Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for the pile for December. In the initial months, that's where you are taking charge of analyzing your life. It's almost as if you're analyzing every area of your life and you're letting go of anything that doesn't align with you. The King of Pentacles in reverse makes me feel as if you're not valuing stability more than alignment. Even if there is something that is so stable, or that's just the way you have been till now, you don't care about it. You're letting go of this old way of showing up in the world. It's almost as if you're doing some identity work in February, from Jan to March. It's almost as if you're doing some identity work. You're realizing these are the traits I want and these are the traits I don't want. Sometimes we feel, oh, this is just who I am. That's the thing you're letting go of. You're realizing this is how I want to be, and you are making that happen for you. So, say maybe, for example, you are someone who sleeps until late and then wake up late, and maybe that's how you have been all your life. And you just thought, I am a night owl, but now no more. If you want to wake up at 5, you're waking up at 5. If that's what aligns with your life and your highest timeline, you are not scared of taking those steps. And I think that leads to a lot of changes, which definitely is the line of wands here. Everything needs to be changed, but it's almost like you're in this ready energy, like I am ready to change anything that needs to be changed. The Tower in reverse makes me feel these are the changes that are coming for a long time. So, although everything has been shifted, but it isn't sudden. You have worked for almost 4 to 5 months on making these changes. It doesn't feel as if it's sudden and making you feel unbalanced. That sort of energy doesn't happen. And now you come into this beautiful King of Swords energy, where you are in alignment with your life. You have deliberately designed every area of your life. The Devil in reverse makes me feel you're letting go of any subconscious pattern that was preventing you from following this life. So maybe, you have designed every life, but these subconscious patterns, they start appearing again. Things make you feel as if you need to go back to the previous way of being, but you are standing strong. Somehow, this Four of Wands in reverse and Devil in reverse makes me feel that maybe it was your social circle that was keeping you stuck in a certain way, and you're realizing that now is the time to let go. So if there were some friends or family or peer pressure because of which you were staying stuck in old habits or in fears or limiting beliefs, you are letting go of that, and maybe letting go of the people who keep you stuck in these cycles. And that's when you come into this beautiful King of Wands energy, this someone who is in power, who is charming, who is ready to lead their life in the direction in which they want to. And that's where you start to attract very balanced relationships. Six of Pentacles is a balance of give and take. You're not overgiving in relationships, you're not overgiving in life, you're not overgiving in career. You don't feel as if you're just working, exhausted. That's not the feel anymore. You have a balance in life between working and relaxing, between giving and receiving, between going after it and going with the flow. Like, that's this beautiful balance that you are coming. And by the month of November, I feel as if almost you are starting to see so many new ways in that have opened up for you. You are starting to see how beautiful your life can be, and in so many different ways. And definitely the Wheel of Fortune in reverse in December makes me feel you are not going with fate anymore. The same thing that I felt in the starting, in the beginning of your reading, you are taking control of your own fortune. You're not waiting for things to fall in your lap. You're not waiting for stars to align. You're not waiting for someone else to make things in your favor. You're realizing you're in charge, and you feel by the month of December that you are controlling your own fate and reality. Let's see any piece of advice from a spirit guides on how to navigate this year in order to manifest your highest timeline. We have express your creativity in a way that is fun. Believe in yourself. Knowledge and learning empower you. Beautiful. So definitely, if you feel attracted towards law of, like I was saying, quantum physics or law of assumption, law of manifestation, read more about it. And when you have more knowledge, that is when you can actually take more informed decisions. You're definitely coming into more self-worth in this year. Believe that you can make these changes and have fun. Have fun along the way, because life doesn't have to be so serious. When you are able to take things with a more fun approach, that's when things become easy, and that's when life starts to flow with ease. And that's definitely a good advice. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, pile 3. If you like this reading, definitely consider subscribing to my channel and joining my membership where I share more of such videos. And see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your 2026 predictions. So first, we're going to find out what is the overall theme of what you can expect in the year 2026. Chariot, Tower, and Justice. So things are now going to start moving in your favor. If things were really stuck and for a long time you were feeling as if things weren't really happening in your favor, things weren't really moving your way, 2026 is the year when things start moving your way now. Become your own priority. This is the year where you are coming into realization that, you know what, you matter. And I think that's when things start shifting in your favor. Crown activation, and it's time to shine. Exactly. You know what? 2026 is the year where you are realizing your own worth. You are wanting things to now shift in your favor. The thing that I'm hearing again and again, it's my time. Those are the words that I'm hearing again and again. Maybe before this, you were always thinking about others and is everyone else happy and how are things for everyone. But you're just coming into realization that you matter too. What you want needs to come about as well, and you are coming into your priority. You are moving things towards your happiness, not caring about for once what will everyone else think, and things start aligning for you. This crown activation really makes me feel almost as if you're divinely guided. It's not something that has happened out of an impulse. This is something that's divinely guided. It's time for things to start balancing in your favor. You are someone for whom things were really not falling in place, and you were feeling as if everyone else was moving forward, or you were just taking care of others but no one was really taking care of you. Then that's a confirmation that this is definitely your pile, and that now things will start shifting in your favor, even if that changes the structure of your life completely. But that's for good. That is for finally making things in your favor. Let's roll the astro dice to get more information. We have Mars in the 9th house in the sign of Pisces. Mars is the planet of action. Mars is a planet where we have the motivation to go towards our dreams. We are ready to take action. We do not get scared. We have the courage to go after what we want. And ninth house is the house of luck. Ninth house is the house of our father figure, of higher learning, of our spiritual gurus. Pisces is the natural 12th house, and 12th house talks about foreign travel, foreign settlement. It can talk about isolation, but it can also talk about spiritual enlightenment. This is the year where now you are starting to take action towards your highest destiny, and that is what is actually saving you. When we save our purpose saves us. It's almost as if you're realizing that you matter, your destiny matter. You've come to this earth with a purpose, and that matters. It's not just only about serving people, right? It's not only about taking care of the people around you. You have a higher calling, you have a higher purpose, and that matters. And even if it may not necessarily be taking care of others, maybe you were just lazy. Maybe you just did not feel in your purpose. Maybe you felt, oh, why would anyone listen to me? Why would anyone care about what I have to say? But now you're realizing it matters. You need to go forward and take action towards this calling. Let's see what we can expect specifically in terms of your career. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Cups. Definitely, pile four, I feel if you were in a very limiting mindset earlier, you just wanted to make sure that you were able to make a good living, and that's why you were not going after your purpose. That's why you were not going after your calling. That's why you were just not shining the way you needed to shine. Maybe you were playing small so that there's peace around you and everything stays in place. But now it's like, no, you know what? I matter. I need to fill my cup. My needs matter. What I want to say matter. Even if that ruffles the feathers, even if that disbalances the peace around you. And also, what is the point of having peace at the cost of your mental health, right? If it causes you your mental health, then that's not peaceful. Then that's just you sacrificing yourself. And you're realizing this even in your career. Maybe, you just were scared of standing up for yourself even when you knew you needed to, just because you wanted to make sure that you have that money in place, because you needed to take care of other things. But now you're realizing that you matter too. And it's a very weird thing, but when we start to value ourselves and we are more confident, we are shining, that's when people also start to give us a lot of respect. Building blocks. I definitely see now you are building your self worth, and you're taking these steps towards building your self worth, towards building almost like a beautiful identity for yourself. Maybe you never really cared about it much. You were happy as long as everyone else is happy. It's almost as if you're defining yourself again. You're not even again, like for the first time. What is it that you want? Maybe even when it came to food, all you wanted to eat was what others were eating. I'm really getting this feeling from this pile as if you just wanted to make peace. You were happy as long as everyone else was happy. It didn't matter to you only. What is it that you want? But now this year, you're realizing it matters what I want. What are my specific needs? Let's see what we can expect specifically for your love and relationships in 2026. We have the Devil. Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups. I feel as if, same, you were being in relationships out of these fears. Maybe you had a fear of abandonment, maybe you had a fear of being alone, and you felt just being in relationships is better than being alone. It just feels as if you were making peace with situations or relations which were actually draining you, because you felt as if you had no options. But you are coming into realization that you have a lot of options. You don't have to stay in these situations which are draining you just out of this fear of being alone. Even if you're alone, that's better than being in situations which drain you. Never ending stories, especially this imagery on this card, that's exactly the kind of feeling I'm having for you in love and relationships. It's almost you were attracting maybe energy vampires, maybe narcissists, but definitely you were attracting one-sided relationships because you were so giving, and you're realizing that the story just never ends and you don't want it anymore. You are coming to the realization that life can be different. It doesn't have to be this. Your needs matter. How you want to be treated, what's your love language, how you want to be valued. That matters too. You are seeing this whole world that is available to you. And specifically to this imagery, it makes me feel as if you're seeing the people for their correct nature, as if you are changing the mask. You're seeing the people clearly. If they are a devil, if they are someone who is an energy vampire for you, you're seeing that clearly for the first time. And you're ready to let go of that. It really makes me feel that. So let's see what you can expect in each of the months. If you get any tough card, do not get scared. You're not governed by tarot. These are just your current energies. If you don't like any particular card, you can always choose to change your energy. And also, generally, I've seen that any tough card actually just shows redirection towards your highest timeline. So for January, we have the card of death. So it's like a complete transformation that starts from January itself. For February, we have the Hermit in reverse. For March, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Such a beautiful energy. Definitely from March, things are starting to look up for you. We have April, King of Swords. For May, we have the Ace of Pentacles. For June, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Wow. For July, we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords. Eight of Cups in reverse for September. Two of Wands. Queen of Pentacles in reverse for November. And King of Wands for December. King of Wands is a card that has come for every pile in this reading. So definitely, by the end of this year, you're coming into this beautiful, magnetic, charming energy. Let's start with January. I think that January and February are the months where you're coming into some deep realizations. If you look at the imagery, this it just combines with the crown activation card that you had. I feel as if you're coming into these divine realizations about your life. You're realizing what are the things that are needed to be released from your life. The Hermit in reverse makes me feel if you were stuck in some situations, you are coming out of them. You are seeing your life in a new light. And that's when the Knight of Pentacles is a beautiful energy where you have actually manifested your material desire. When you look around, you look at your life, you're like, yeah, this is the kind of life I want to manifest for myself. From the month of March, when the minute you start to come into these realizations, the minute you start to make your priority, you start to see your life starts to improve. All this energy that was going outside, you're pouring it into you, and your life starts to like become so magical, so beautiful. And I feel that's the King of Swords energy as well. Even in the month of April, I think as if you're going to be making some sort of decisions, because Ace of Swords can also show like some contracts, starting some contracts. I feel you're going to be making some crucial decisions when it comes to your life, which leads to these new beginnings in your life. When it comes to the month of May, you will start to see things. It's almost as if a new life that you are birthing, and that's when you start to enter this beautiful energy. In June, you're letting go of everything that was causing you a lot of confusion, a lot of mental hassle, and you are going towards things that bring you happiness. You're taking action towards your own life, even if that's like improving your physical health, even if that's improving your mental health. You are taking those actions. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse also makes me feel you're not scared of letting go of anything that was earlier established. Because, Queen of Pentacles is like she has her material life completely established, and she knows where her money is coming from, who are the people, what is her status in the society. But you don't care about it anymore. You're like, you know what? my own energy matters the maximum. How I am feeling matters the most. This Eight of Cups, it really makes me feel as if maybe in the month of September, you will see some people that you had decided to cut off. They will start to come back to you. Maybe they realize that now you're not pouring into them, you're pouring into you, and you are taking charge only towards yourself. I really feel in the month of September, you'll see that some of these old connections that you have let go of, or maybe, career options that you let go of, they will try to come back to you. But I see you being very, very divinely guided. If you see the imagery on this card, I think you are very divinely guided. You know the path that you need to take in your life, what fulfills you, and you're not backing down for anyone. You don't care how it affects your existing structure. You're ready to let it go. And that's when you come into this magnetic energy who's in charge of their life, who is enjoying your life for a change. For a change, you start to feel as if what a beautiful life you have manifested in your life because you decided to pour all of that magical energy into you instead of just serving others. Or it could also be that maybe you were just not taking action. You just didn't believe in yourself, because of which you were staying small, you were staying stuck. But now you decided to take action. You let go of any limiting beliefs or limiting connections, and you are shining bright this year, pile four. Let's see any advice that spirit guides have for you on how to navigate this year so that you can align with your highest timeline. You are in co-creation with the universe. Beautiful. You are realizing this. Pile 4, you're realizing that you are in charge with the universe. When you give importance to yourself, that's when you attract more connections and more situations where people give importance to you. It's okay to take your time. Relaxation promotes healing. Beautiful, right? You're ready to relax a bit. You're ready to take time to heal yourself, to take care of yourself. You believe that you deserve rest as well. You don't have to be productive all the time to feel worthy. You don't have to be productive all the time because someone needs your help. You need help too. You need relaxation too. And that's the kind of feeling I'm having for you. And the more you imbibe this energy in this year, the more beautiful, lucky, and aligned things you attract in this year. So, I hope this was helpful, Bio 4. If you like these readings, definitely consider subscribing to my channel and consider joining my memberships where I share more exclusive videos. And see you in my next video. Bye.